Hello po, magandang tanghali dyan sa inyo sa Pilipinas. Magandang umaga sa dito sa Europa. Magandang gabi on the other parts, corners of this world. Kung saan man nakakaabot itong aking vlogs. A pleasant day to all of you. Tapos si Don Don Rain, otherwise called the Whistleblower. And ngayon po na naman ay we're going to talk about one of our topics that we are always talking about in our page, the homeowner party list of Lera Buan herself, and of course the brother Rito Buan, and also Engineer Ramos. Why these people? Si Lera Buan po is the sister of my wife. And because we know a lot about her, we are campaigning against her. I think personally that hindi siya dapat tumakbo as a government official because of the things that she does. That is very questionable. Hindi lang sa amin, pero just watch my videos po, yung mga nakaraan, and I'll tell you why. This is not revenge, although it is a fact that Lera Buan is the one who has fabricated cases against us together with Rito Buan and Edward Ramos of DPWH, fabricated false cases against us, warrantless arrest, no preliminary investigation. They were supposed to arrest my child, who was a minor then, 16 years old, without a warrant of arrest. At pinigilan po namin yon, and upon doing so, kung ano-ano ang sasampa nilang kaso sa amin, robbery, and all those cases, illegal trespassing. How can you trespass illegally in a place, in a compound where you live? Yung mga yun po, no? Mga grave coercion, pinaglalagay nila sa amin. So anyway, we are campaigning against Lera Buan for the reasons that she's lying in so many ways against people who are supporting her, against people who are she's convincing to vote for her, no? Well, so makikita po natin dyan at this moment that she is nandito na naman siya. We call her a political butterfly kasi kung sino po ang nakaupo, doon siya sumisip-sip, no? Doon siya pumupunta. Kung si Aquino po ang nandun siya. Kung nandun naman si Rodrigo Duterte, nandun siya. Ngayon na naman si Bongbong tsaka si Sara, andito na naman siya. And she is very she has good schemes, evil schemes that are good politically for her. But yun nga po, no, we do not believe in her. We know her through and through, and I believe that it will save a lot of the Filipinos much grief when she is not voted for the seat that she is running for. Pati yung kanyang kapatid din ng aking asawa. Anyway, so here she is. She says that she is now in partnership with BBM team, the Unity team, Marcos and Sara. If we go to the next photo, no, yeah, so we see that she's tagging herself as a supporter of President Marcos. Kaya, we placed her, tawag niya kay BBM is a tiger, of course, kay Sara, kay Ma'am Sara is the eagle. And we named her the crocodile. It might be very inappropriate for me to be doing that, but it is, I think, good for us to say that because she is a crocodile. Okay, why? Because, look, she's campaigning for BBM, for Bongbong Marcos, and for Sara. And in her page, she tells us to remember EDSA, the people power that toppled the presidency, the regime of Marcos. And shortly after that, the name of the Marcoses have been slandered. They have been put through a lot of ordeals, that the cases were filed against her, almost thousands of cases against Imelda Marcos, which were, a lot were dismissed. Pero siyempre, marami pa rin nagsasabi sa kanila, although the case has dismissed it, pinapanganalan pa rin silang magnanakaw, gano'n. Parang kami na po, no? Na-dismiss na nga yung kaso namin na pinatong ni Lera sa amin. Kami pang tatawaging nagnakaw, kami pa raw ang nagbugbog, kami pa raw ang nag-atraso sa pamilya nila. So, this for me is a very questionable thing that Lera posts, that we should remember EDSA that toppled President Marcos during 1986. And well, you have your own opinions about that, but I have my own. EDSA was not the Philippines, and the Philippines is not EDSA. There were about a million people who went there, maybe 1.5 million, 2 million maybe, but they do not represent the whole Philippines, and the whole Philippines did not agree with EDSA. That's my opinion, and you can go against me on that, but that is my opinion. No? So a lot of people, especially those who support BBM, do not want to remember EDSA. We remember it as a bad thing because the next 3 decades after the Marcoses were very bad. Marami pong namatay na tinakpan din ng social media. The Luisita Massacre and all those things, Deng Vaxia and all of those things, which is very... it's a shame that happened to our country. The death of the SAF soldiers, it's a very pitiful thing that happened to our country. The next 30 years after the Marcoses, there were more people killed than in the 20 years that President Marcos sat there. And you can bash me on that, I don't mind, but history will tell us that it is true. So, yan po is a very questionable thing for me that Lera Buwan will say that we will campaign for BBM, for Marcos, and then she tells us just the same, to remember EDSA. Because EDSA says that Marcos is a very bad president. EDSA was saying that the Marcoses are thieves, magnanakaw. So this for me is a very questionable thing for Lera Buwan to be really running for as a supporter of BBM and Sara. So this is Lera again, with when she was supporting the Aquino government. She was running for a political seat. I don't know which one was that, but this was between 2012 and something. So you really know that. That's why we call her a political butterfly. You know, so paro-paro, she flies from one political party to another, which clearly says that you only want power. You really don't have a platform for yourself. You really don't have a stand for yourself. You really don't have anything to stand for as a politician, except that you get a seat so that you can be called a mighty or something like that. If we go to our next so here she is, a homeowner party list. She is, we call her 666. If you look at my video, she's very really close to the number of 666. When she talks, it's all 6.6 million houses, 6.6 this, 6.6 that. So we really believe that she doesn't really have this political stand lang yung sinasabi ko nga, no? Hindi ako naniniwala man na may political stand siya na tama. The cases that she built against us were based on lies. The things that she says to people were based on lies. How do I know? Ito po. Now, this is another thing that she posted on her page. And it says, sabi niya rito, late night kumustahan with President BBM and Sara. Balikan niyo pa yung page niya, nandiyan pa yan. Pajama mode si Ate Lay nang biglang nangumusta sila. So, means that si Bongbong daw at si BBM, si Sara, ay tumawag sa kanya para kumustahin lang siya. Maraming salamat sa Zoom kumustahan natin. So that's what she posted, and there was even what she says that mga Poraqueño, sabi pa niya, gusto niyo bang makasama natin si BBM at si Sara sa susunod nating palaro? Tinitingnan po natin yung post niya yun, pero hindi ko lahat na ilagay dito para mabilis lang tayo. No? The next one. So the real thing is, ito po yung talaga, makikita niyo dyan, can they see, yeah, the mouse. Yan po yung real, no? Ito po yung mga, it is a Zoom conference of the campaign managers, I believe so, of campaign directors from all over Luzon or something like that during that time. So ito po yung tunay, and this one is the thing that she edited and placed it on her nalinagay niya dyan sa kanyang page. The next one, ganito rin po yung kay Bongbong, no? Ganito, kaya makikita natin na yan yung tama, tapos yung kay Lera ay inedit niya sa like this. So we see in this yung mga campaign effect niya na she's trying to intimidate or to put herself in a position where she really is not. Kaya nga makikita natin na ang psychological and mental setup ni Lera Buwan. And I don't want to talk so much about that kaya na pong humusga. Why would you, as a politician, write on your page lies about what did not really happen? Kasi nga, bakit mo sasabihin yun sa tao na nangumusta siya? Can you go back to that one? Late night kumustahan with President BBM and Sara. Why would you write things like this on your page? What do you want to tell the people? Okay, you want to tell them that BBM and Sara talked to you, right? But they did not, kasi hindi ka nga kilala. Even President Rodrigo Duterte actually did not know her, because we have friends in Malacanang. When you talk to them about Lera Buwan, hindi siya kilala. They don't know. Of course, she can ask her staff to go and talk to the staff of Bongo, and you ask Bongo to Senator Bongo to have our homeowner party list endorsed or something like that. Of course, Mr. Bongo will say everything, but for them to really know Lera Buwan in that matter that she's saying na ganito, na kukumustahin siya ni candidate for President BBM tsaka ni Sara, I don't think so. But this is really the mindset of Lera Buwan. Ang tactic niya ay a lot of people call her very delusional on things like this. So anyway, yung pang iniintindi natin, masyadong sinasabi niya na nandun siya, kakilala niya si BBM. Well, kung titingnan mo nga yung mga pinupuntahan nila sa arena, pinupuntahan nila sa hindi pa sila pinapansin. Kung if you're that close really to them, dapat pinansin ka na. At saka you don't waste your time makikipagsiksikan diyan sa mga tao. You'll be comfortable enough on your couch just talking to them on the phone because pero gusto talagang magpapansin. So anyway, that's your turf, nasa iyan. And this one is something that I really don't understand with Comelec, and especially shout out to Usec del Rosario. panay ang taas niya kay sa kamay ni Lera Buwan, no? Si Usek Del Rosario. That's already for me very questionable. As a government official, as a Philippine government official, you're not supposed to mga mag-endorse ng ganyan. Lagi silang magkasama eh, no? Which is very, very, questionable in our eyes pag si Lera ay laging ganyan na may kasama na it's not, it doesn't, and especially that she's not an ASEC anymore. So there's a sort of a friendship built within these two people, Usek Del Rosario at saka si Lera Buwan, no? You can see it by the way they look each other on the phone, on the picture. May makikita mo yung mga gestures nila na lagi silang magkasama. So this is for me it's some business deal. Might be wrong to say that, but they're too close, you know. What's this Usek doing endorsing Lera Buwan, and that in every pinapagamit nyo pa yung address ng housing. It is a government address, pinapagamit nyo pa kay Lera Buwan. Why? Because she posted it on her on her page, yun ang address ng homeowner sa Baguio, you know, and in other places. And we know that place because I'm from Baguio City. So yan po ay very questionable. So many things questionable about Lera. Yung mga ginawa niya. Again, this is not because of revenge. If we go to the next campaign material ni Lera, sabi niya sa kanyang page, problema mo bahay at lupa. Para sa komunidad na pabahay sa bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Okay, that's very good. Yung pabahay sa pamilyang ibang Pilipino, iniisip mo. Pero yung dalawa mong kapatid, plus yung dalawa mong kapatid na nasa abroad, inaagawan mo ng mana. Pinapabalik mo yung mana nila na binigay ng nanay sa kanila. Okay, ginagamit niyo yung tatay niyo para rin bawiin yung mana nila na binigay. So if you're saying that you want to solve the problems of yung mga bahay ng mga Pilipino, why don't you solve first the problems in the family? Yung kapatid mo, yung isa na nandyan, si Bong, pinalayas nyo. Saan nakatira si Bong ngayon? Sige nga, saan nakatira si Bong ngayon? Ikaw nagpapabahay ka sa ibang Pilipino, yung kapatid mo, pinalayas mo sa bahay. Saan siya nakatira ngayon? Umuupa siya sa isang maliit na bahay. Mag-isa siya, hindi niya nakakasama yung nanay niya na nandyan. Yung nanay niyo na hinahanap siya. You see, you should know what a home is. Homeowner. You don't know what home is, Lera Buwan. The home is the father, the mother, magkakapatid, lolo, lola. Yun ang home. It is not yung talagang bahay. That's a house. Otherwise, you should have named na lang yung page mo, house owner. Because a home is very much different. It is what you don't have. You have a big house, but you don't have a home. Kasi yung home, sinira mo. Pinalayas mo yung mga kapatid mo, kinukunan mo ng mana, yung mga kapatid mo, at pinalayas mo sila diyan sa mana nilang lupa. Am I lying? If you can go to the next page, makikita natin na ito ay ang kaso na sinampa nyo against kapatid nyo si Christy Buwan. Nakikita dyan, Christy S. Buwan Rio. At ang ginamit nyo pa ay yung ng nanay nyo. And alam namin na hindi alam ng nanay nyo na may kaso siya. We don't think, we believe with all our hearts, Edna, Agnes, Bong, Christy, mga kapatid mo, alam nila na hindi babawiin ng nanay nila yung pinamana niya na lupa dyan sa Pulong Santol. Bakit niya babawiin? Alam ng mga kapatid ni Ima, yung nanay ninyo sa Amerika, yung mga kapatid ng nanay mo diyan sa Pilipinas na hindi gagawin yan ni Ima na bawiin yung binigay niyang lupa sa kanyang mga anak. Hindi gagawin ng nanay yan. Yung tatay nyo gagawin niya kasi yung tatay nyo iba. Hindi yan tatay. Di ba? Kaya po mga kaibigan, makikita nyo na yung mga videos ko sa YouTube, may mga videos ko sa Whistleblower, nandyan po yung tatay, sinisira ng anak sa harapan ng mga tao. So anyway, yan po si Leira Buwan. This is a case, if you go to the next page, this is a case that they filed against my wife and the brothers and sisters. The brother and the two sisters na nasa Amerika yung isa, tapos nandito sa Holland yung isa, no? So of all the cases na final nila ng mga criminal charges, hindi sumama si Leira. Nagtago siya sa likod. Pero dito sa lupa, makikita mo na nandun siya. Yung mga pangalan niya. Nakalagay yung pangalan niya dyan sa complaint mismo na tinanggal namin yung, pinakita namin yung ano dyan. Anyway, so, how can someone be campaigning to give a better life, a better home for the Filipinos when your own family you destroy? You take the homes away from them. You take their the mother that they love from them away from tapos kung magpo-post ka sa Facebook mo, parang ikaw lang nag-aalaga ng nanay mo. Everybody knows that before you had money, itong 2016 ka lang naman nagkapera 2015, mga ganun eh. Kasi nung nakilala mo si engineer, di ba, ng DPWH, that's the only time you had money. Before that, the years before that, sino bang nagsusustento sa mga magulang mo? Di ba? Oh. Ngayon sasabihin mo, ikaw lang ang nag-aalaga sa magulang mo. This is not true. I don't believe that. We know that because we know the story. We know the whole story. So anyway, how can you campaign for a home when in your own home you destroy the essence of the home? How can you campaign for a better life for the Filipinos when the very essence, the very lives of your sister na bunso nyo, sinira nyo? The very life of your brother who is there now, who's alone dyan sa mga Porac na nagrerenta. You deprived him of the time that he can spend with your ailing mother. Di ba? Hindi ko nababanggitin ang tatay nyo kasi ang tatay nyo magpapagamit lang yan talaga dahil sa pera. Ginamit nyo nga yan kasi siya nga ang nakalagay na parang nagko-complain sa lupa eh. Pero in reality, it's not. It's you. Ayan o. Blatter report, Alfredo Buwan, Leira Buwan, Rito Buwan. O ba, saan si Engineer Ramos, ba't di nyo ilagay? Di ba? Kayo ang gumagawa ng mga kaso nyo. That's the essence of the home na sinira ninyo. Homeowner. So, this is why, mga kaibigan, na I don't believe Leira Buwan is fit mentally, physically, to run as a government official. Kung kaya niyang gawin sa pamilya niya, kayang-kaya niyang gawin, kayang-kaya nilang gawin sa mga iba. Huwag po kayong mabulag sa binibigay na pera sa inyo. I am telling you, money that comes from evil, gamitin nyo yan, meron kayo ring matatamaan din po rin kayo dyan. Maniwala kayo. The money that so easily comes to you will easily go also. Maniwala kayo dyan sa akin. So anyway, I hope that naklaruhan kayo ng konti. I will come regularly again at medyo nagka-busy lang this last few weeks. We were traveling a lot. At anyway, siguro gagawin ko is I will also vlog when I'm traveling. The reason why I don't do vlogging while traveling is because I want to spend quality time with the family, no? Maraming ginawang, maraming inaksayang oras ang pag ginawa sa amin nila Lera at Rito that I have to catch up with letting my children grow and taking care of my wife and their needs. Kaya medyo siyempre kailangan kong magtrabaho at nagpapasalamat ako sa Diyos na ako'y binigyan niya ng napakagandang trabaho ngayon. And I'm so happy with that. And it's a good thing that God hears our prayers. Sa inyo po na pinagsasabihan ko na bago nyo i-bash ang whistleblower na sinasabi yung sinisiraan kong pamilya, take a look at the facts. Tingnan nyo kung anong mga factual na sinasabi ko dyan sa mga videos ko. Bago kayo mag-bash, bago nyo akong tawaging gago, bago nyo ako tawaging tanga, can you stop that, Nick? It's very irritating. Sensya na nag-ano ko. Anong sinasabi ko? Tingnan nyo muna yung mga facts na sinasabi ko. No? And what will I gain kung sisirain ko si Lera Buan at saka si Rito Buan sa kanilang political career? It's not that. Ang nangyari po kasi, in doing what they did, binayaran nila ang pulis, ang barangay, nakikuntsaba sila sa lahat, tapos haharisin nila lahat para lang magawa yung gusto nila. So, shout out ko lang to. Babalikan ko kayo, Commission on Human Rights dyan sa San Fernando. Leo Ray Valmonte, thank you very much. But I have questions for you. Babalikan ko rin kayo. Kasi if you use your political muscle, if you use your money, if you use your status in the government to abuse people, hindi na tama yun. Yung pulis, bakit ko tinitira yung mga pulis sa Porac? Ikaw, Basilio, Lieutenant Colonel Levi Hope Basilio. Nag-usap na tayo noon, kinakausap kita nung inaaresto ka namin nung inaaresto nila kami. Sabi mo, ganito, mamaya, nawala ka na. Questionable. Bigla kang nawala. Na sumulat ang human rights sa'yo na i-assist kami. Tapos kami inipit nyo. Mayroon ba kaming sinuntok? Bakit nyo kami kinasuhan ng physical injuries? Meron ba akong kino-coerce yan? How can I coerce an official who is of a higher status than I am? How can we be trespassing illegally? Property rin ng misis ko yan. Pinapasukan namin. So those kind of things, no? Wala kayong preliminary investigation kasi nakinig kayo dyan at nung tinatanong ko na kayo, sabi nyo, naipit lang kayo. Can we stop those, Scott? Naipit lang kayo kasi mayroong tumatawag sa inyo, pumupuwersa. So anyway, pasensya na kayo sa mga when I speak, ayoko kasi na masyadong naririnig at nakukuha ng sound ng microphone. Anyway, so kaya po namin pinapalabas ito. Hindi lang sisiraan sila. It's because it's not right. Itong sasabihin kong isa. Meron isang araw dyan sa Pulong Santol. Okay? Nag-text sa akin si Burog. Si Edgar Miranda. Sabi niya na aksidente raw. Si tatay na aksidente. So akong nasa bahay. Unang-una akong pumunta. Inabutan ko siya, si tatay, nakita ko yung kotse niya sa crossing. Pagkakita ko ng kotse, wala akong makitang gas-gas. Meron siguro konti. Pero wala, the car was whole. So anyway, tinignan ko kung anong nangyari. Wala naman. Tapos nagsidatingan na, lumating na si Rito, Consilor Rito Buan. Tapos from there, umuwi na ako kasi nandun na sila. Ngayon, marinig-rinig ko na lang na what happened was, itong nakasagi kay tatay ng konti sa likod, nakamotor yun, kinuha yung motor, kinulong siya, pinagbayad ng 17,000. Isang rason pa daw ay wala kasing lisensya yung nagmumotor daw. You know, konsilor ka, kawawa yung tao na okay, nasagi, wala namang disgrasya, hindi naman nasaktan yung matanda. Pinagbayad yun ng 17,000. Pinahuli nyo, kinulong nyo. Tapos yung motor niya, inimbargo nyo pa. Di ba? What kind of a political person are you, individual are you? Pag ganyan ang pang-solve mo sa isang naiipitin mo yung tao, pwede mo naman paalisin na lang, wala namang nangyari sa kotse, di ba? Bakit nasaktan tatay mo? Hindi. Nadali yung kotse? Hindi. Di ba? Pwede na lang kung pagawa mo na lang pinturahan, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,500, 3,500, kayang-kaya ninyo yan, di ba? Pero hindi, you have to show how powerful you are. Na ginawa nyo yan sa nakamotor na yon. Kung marinig lang sana sa akin ito nung mamang ginanyan nyo, para makapagtestigo siya na tama yung sinasabi ko. It is not right. Yan po ang mga pinaglalaban namin. You are not fit, Rito Buwan, Lera Buwan, to run as political officials in the Philippines or in Porac. Masyado kayong grabe kayo mang-abuso ng mga tao. Ano ba naman kung nasagi yung ganyan, pauwiin nyo na lang, pakainin nyo pa eh. Di ba? Pasensya na pero hindi, gusto nyo pang ipakulong eh. That's because that's what you are. So yan pong mga pinaglalaban natin. That's why the whistleblower is there. That's why the rights of the indigents and the oppressed, yung NGO na tinatayo natin, matatapos na po yung SEC registration natin. Yan pong pinaglalaban natin. Pero if these things normally didn't happen, bakit ko sisiraan sila? I will not gain anything there. Hindi ako tatakbong politika dyan sa Pilipinas. I will not. Never in my life will I go to the Philippines and run for barangay captain or run for konsehal or something. Never. My life here in Europe is blessed. I am blessed with a good life here. Dito na ako. Dito ako dinala ng Panginoon. Dito na lang ako. Di ba? Anong gagawin ko dyan sa Pilipinas? Wala akong bahay dyan. Wala akong trabaho dyan. Dito ako binigyan ng bahay. Dito ako binigyan ng trabaho. Dito ako binigyan ng mga anak na salita na nila salita na ng mga Belga, mga Hollander, mga French, nakakapagsalita ng Aleman. So dito na talaga sila sa Europa. Walang I will not ask for anything else. We have good health, praise God. We have we eat good food, too much of it. And we enjoy our lives with the Lord. Every Sunday, meron kaming gathering, pinupuntahan namin. Kung wala, kami lang. And ngayon, nakakabigay ako ng pakonti-konti ngayon dyan sa Pilipinas. Kahit konti lang, napapasaya akong ibang tao. Minsan, they're not contented with what I give. Magtatampo sila, hindi ko sila binigyan. Tapos papalitan nila yung profile nila ng homeowner party list dahil hindi ko sila nabigyan. Ganyan talaga ang buhay. Hindi po ako, I am not an ATM machine na kung humingi kayo, mabibigyan ko kayong lahat. Magdasal kayo na akong yumaman. Sige, bibigay ko. Pero wala nagtatrabaho rin ako. I have to support my family. I have to support their school. Gusto nilang magtapos yung mga anak ko, no? So, kung hindi ko kayo lahat matutulungan, magalit kayo. Wala akong magagawa. Sa inyong mga nagsusuporta sa akin, maraming salamat. Kilala ko sa aking naalala ko sa aking ulo kung sino yung mga taong tumutulong sa akin at yung mga taong laging nagme-message sa akin na sumusuporta sa akin. No? So ulitin ko, ito ang yung mga tunay na nangyari. At sa susunod na mga ay gagawa pa ako ng mga videos. Pinapaturo ko na rin sa anak ko kung paano galawin itong mga technical sa mga computer para kahit wala siya, nagagawa ko na rin. Para naiipit kasi ako pag wala siya. I cannot move so much. But anyway, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. I hope that I have clarified some points on why I'm doing these things that I need to do. In everyone's life, there is a path that we should that we should travel through. May mga we are destined to do things. Some are destined to be pastors, some are destined to be this and that. This is the path that I am walking through it right now because I feel that this is where the Lord wants me to be at the moment. A Mordecai to some people, a Mordecai to those who need help, to those who are being abused by the police or being abused by politicians na katulad ko, na ginawan ng kaso na wala namang walang kaso. Fabricated cases. Ito po ang mga pinaglalaban natin. So keep praying for our community, Pampangets. Keep praying for us. Let's keep praying for the Philippines na yung mga tunay talaga na politicians ang manalo sa ating kasi kawawa pong Pilipinas. The Philippines is a young country. It's about 50, 60 years old normally. But it's a very young country. Kailangan po nating tulungan na ibangon din ang Pilipinas. We should choose for the right president, the right vice president, and we should choose for the right people in our barangays. And that's why we ask the Lord to bless us with judgment. Huwag pera. Money is not the solution to our problems right now. It is essential that we have a lot of money. But hindi po yan ang magbibigay ng solusyon sa ating problema. Tingnan niyo po yung mga may pera, sila ang nagkakaroon ng maraming problema. But we will talk about that in our other sessions. Anyway, maraming salamat po for listening, and God bless you all.